Mechanic Simulator today, and looks like we're gonna be working on some brakes. These are gonna be fun, like so much fun. So I don't have like the nicest workbench yet or anything like that. Well, the caliper looks like it's in good shape, but we'll take that off too. So we just got the passenger side done, and we're going ahead and we're gonna do, we're just taking all the parts off now, and then I'll just reassemble them. Yeah, that's, right now, that's as best as we got. And so I have a fascination with some things about, oh lord, I can already see this one's gonna be bad. Oh yo, your shit's gone. Okay, so like when you see a brake like this, it's time to go, guys. You gotta make sure your pads are good, and you gotta make sure this shit's solid. Because if this stuff isn't solid, then like, and what we're gonna do is get 4 brake discs, 4 brake calipers, and I don't think the ABS pump or module need fixing. Let's just check. Let's just do a car status check real quick since we got everything off of the car. So brake caliper, brake pads, brake discs. So we still need the pads and the discs. So we need the brake caliper, brake pad, brake disc, brake pad, brake caliper. Yeah, so nothing on ABS. So let's go into assemble mode, and we'll put on what we... I gotta go into, like, part mount. Oh, these are vented. Shit. That was my bad. That was my bad. How do I sell shit? Oh, well. Oh, I didn't need 5. Oh, well. Brake pads. Those should still be good. I should still be able to use the old school, Okay, so this calls for... We have all kinds of stuff. And... Now, the reason why I went ahead and just took it all off is because that way... We're getting 2 more brake cylinders. But, we're gonna be able just to go in and honestly do most of this pretty easily. Like, this is just beginner, you know, like, oh hey, you're gonna need these parts mode. There are many parts on a car I would suggest you attempt fixing. Brakes are not one of them. If you don't know what you're doing, let's get the other 2 brake cylinders. Please talk to a mechanic, because this shit is not easy to do, and I really don't want you guys getting hurt or messing things up with your rides and then getting someone else hurt, or the you know, very bare minimum, someone losing their ride because, you know, they don't know what they're doing. You don't need the car this high up off the ground. I just got lazy and didn't feel like looking down. So there's that. If you're not lazy, you could do it on the ground, but this would be a lot better and easier because you wouldn't have to worry about anything going wrong. Then so this is what your finished brake should look like about, and this is what it should look like when it's not, because that's like straight suspension right there, dog. Super easy to tell because mainly, you know, nothing's there. Nothing that should be there anyway. Cool. And then we'll just go ahead and I could be really nice and fix up their wheels, but dog, that shit's expensive, and I'm a new player, so I don't got that kind of cash. If I had like if I had all of the money in the game, I would. But at least we know this car can stop now. Here in a minute, it'll be back all put together. Didn't take me long to do this job, but it was an expensive one. Because brakes can get kind of pricey. And I'm also going to be in a RP server that I might tell you guys about what's going on. And Head Sky just texted me, so I'm also going to be doing that. Though, to be honest, the thing that I like about Car Mechanic Simulator is it kind of shows you like all the small bits and pieces that you're gonna need. I'm sorry that I'm like dual tasking, but like, you know. Alright, but that is... Ladies and gentlemen, I believe we have done the brakes. Let me just check the car status. Well, car status. Oh, I guess I have to be in front of that damn thing. Alright. Let's grab a new order. Brake problems, poor brake performance. Oh, and this is a Maserati. Bro, we're totally doing the Maserati. Okay, so, seems simple enough, but, oh, holy crap. Ah, yes, the nut cracker. See, this Maserati's seen better days, bro. So if this were my car, I would be stripping that all the hell off, but it is not. And they just list poor brake performance, huh? Brake caliber, brake disc vented, and brake pads. Okay, so this is another brake job. Well, good news is, from earlier, I actually have enough, I should have at least enough to get this job started. Oh my lord, no wonder you didn't have any brakes, bro. Shit's rusted out. Yeah, I still have a few vented brake discs I could use. Alright, do I have any calibers? I don't think I do. None that are of decent quality. Okay, so let's get some more brake calibers, and I think I need one more brake pad. So let's get four of these. 4 of these. 3 of these. And 1 of these. Okay, so I should have everything I need to do the car now. Should. Y'all know how that story goes, right? You say you have everything you need to do the car, but really you don't. So, bro, but that's a Mazda. That's a freaking Maserati. That is so cool. I keep forgetting I can't just take off the wheel like that. And these are actual, that's probably an actual Maserati emblem too, so that's nice. So after this, I'm gonna try to sell all the like shit parts I can, because I have collected enough of them that I could probably just reset my stock essentially. Because I have everything to do this job, and I did that on purpose so I didn't have to keep going back and forth. Boom. Bam, baby. So this Maserati will probably be back relatively soon. Unfortunately, I'm just noticing a lot of wear and tear on the wheels, and then most of that's probably from the brakes, but like still. And no, repairing cars is not cheap. So that's why everything costs so damn much. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. Well, at least you guys know how the DLC car looks now. I mean, shoot. if anything's come out of this, just know that this game is a lot of fun, and I like it, but I like cars, so, you know. You do eventually get to have, like, your own builds. I'm just doing orders right now to try to build up some cash, build up some rep, and all that. This should be the last wheel I have to do. Boom. Order done. So, real quick, let's... How do I... Oh, I guess I'd have to go to my parts area. Do I have it? So I'm just gonna empty this out. Ooh, looks like we got some parts. Ooh, an engine. Oh, hell yeah. So, engine head. Okay, we'll hold on to those for a minute. So, with, I'm sure there's, I read in the newspaper that the timing component should be replaced more frequently than recommended by manufacturer. The same goes for the oil. Please check both of these and replace whatever you decide needed. So this does bring up an interesting point. A lot of the time in newspaper. Ooh, whoa, hello, baby. That's a nice little sedan. Okay. Part not discovered. Okay, so let's get you over to my workshop. Now, it's entirely possible that, like, if you just look at car status up here, it says, like, 95, 87, 95. 95. So, first let's get the easy thing out of the way, and at the very least, we'll get this guy an oil change. Because we don't really know what we're going to run into, and I'd rather have no oil in the vehicle than get a spill. Okay. And let's just kinda engine blocks. Because if we just did what, like, okay, so let's go. So he's talking about the timing components, I believe, yeah. Please check the oil. Same goes for the oil, please. And with this one, it's not really giving us a... let's see. Ah! Oh, come on. Still not used to this. So the ignition coil... does not look good. Yep, this will be our first look at inside of an engine. So let's get her done. Oh my god. Okay, so we need... That is a crankshaft. Take the spark plugs out. Let's see. How do we get to that part? We don't really need that. So this is where it starts getting into like the nitty gritty. Like there is the... In worst case scenarios, I put this right back on. Like, if you're unsure and you need to take something, and you think you need to take something off, you can always put the same part back on. Don't be afraid just to kind of, you know, explore around a little bit. Like, I'm pretty much disassembling this whole engine. Oh, maybe I do need to take that off. I was trying to avoid doing that, but... Look at what avoiding doing that got me. Dude's gonna be ecstatic when he finds out that the whole engine got ripped apart. Yeah, I love it. I love unnecessary wait times. What's holding that together? And a serpentine belt. Oh wow, this is just insane, bro. Getting this other belt off, so I can take this off. Wow. And no, I'm no expert on cars. I know a lot about like car options and trims, but like I don't have that much experience really fixing them, so. It's not gonna be like, oh, I know exactly what this is. Like, you know, I already know what this problem is. I might have a clue as to what might be going on. Oh dear Lord. Timing belt. Cam gear. Okay, so we're gonna need two more cam gear. And we're gonna need two more cam shafts. Okay, and that's what we were trying to get at, was those camshafts right there. So at this point, we've pretty much We're gonna need 4 ignition coils, 2 cam gears, and we'll just buy the parts as we see them. I know I can search, but oh shit, I already missed the cam gear. There's the crankshaft. There's a Porsche cover. We'll throw all Porsche shit in this. Yeah. Let's try cam gear, because I kind of need that. That works, and cam shaft. Those two work. So let's get that shit back in the car, because there's a lot we need to replace. Let's see. Part mount mode. We can just remount. So any of you watching, yes, I just disassembled this entire fucking engine for no reason. Thank you. But we now know it was all worth it. Literally. And you know what? It didn't hurt to check the car. It really didn't. Like, you could say, oh, well, that was a waste of time, and you're right, you really are, but it didn't hurt to check, because you never know, especially with these things. You know, the game might have thrown us for a loop and said, hey, there's something else wrong with the vehicle that if you don't do this, you'll never see it. What's that timing belt at? Oh yeah, that timing belt's perfect. And we did actually need to get to that belt anyway. So for those of you wondering, a dude with a ratchet can do a lot to a car. Because, yeah, these bolts are actually kind of just thrown on here sometimes. The good news is I really didn't need to do much to it though. Like, yeah, I took a lot of parts off, and we still need 4 ignition coils, but that's about it. Oh, we also need to fill it with oil, which I forget how to do. But we can assemble the vehicle. And did we need spark plugs? Were the spark plugs okay? Yeah, they are. The ignition coils weren't though. So to me, I find it fun to try to like figure out the design behind the engine. I know that sounds really weird and geeky. And we're not even gonna touch the oil till this engine is back together. Ignition coil. Okay, so I'm probably gonna spell that wrong, but let's try it. Oh, Oh, never mind. I actually would have gotten it right either way. Or I sucked and I spelled it wrong. Oh, old-fashioned way it is. Ah, there you are. Oop, that's an expensive part, so let's not go ham on that. See, and the funny thing is, these ignition coils probably just need to be replaced again. But the next time they probably won't be in as bad of a shape, so you could probably get away with doing it. All right. Oh shit. Serpentine belt. Where is the serpentine belt? Okay, well. Looks like we gotta drain the oil again. That's annoying. I apparently didn't put a belt on, but I thought I did. Okay, we'll go back through the steps, but we know what we don't need to take off now. Hang on. I don't think we need to take that off. Because I think... Yeah, we can leave all that stuff on. I still need to actually look at the air filter, so that's a good thing this happened. Oh shit. Yeah, now that I think about it, I don't think I actually... Wait. That's the timing belt. So that's on. And we'll just go back through the process. Don't know why the alternator had to come off, but hell. Ah. Okay. Car status. Just take one more look around in assembly mode, make sure that all of these parts are back on, because I am not doing this shit a third time. Okay. God, that was a lot of work. 5,000. And we can just boom. So these are some pretty high quality items. Actually, I want to see if I can go to like the car. Is there a... The car salon. So I had, the last time I came here, I had like $4,000 to my name. So this right here, this little coupe. Whew. Yeah, and the Mustang's probably gonna be just as expensive. Actually, it's a little less. It's a Ford Mustang now. And over here, what do we have? Not really feeling it. So we're essentially just stuck doing orders for a minute. And yeah, so let's check our toolbox real quick. Level 1. Cool. So there's our 2 upgrades. Let's see what we got for orders. Oh. Car is hard to control. List provided. Okay. This will be interesting. Oh my gosh. Sarge would love this car. Look at her. So let's just get a car stats on this thing. Leaf spring U-bolt, leaf spring U-bolt, leaf spring plate, leaf spring U-bolt, leaf spring... Oh god. Okay. This will be the last one I do for y'all tonight. Move car. Alright, so let's get under the... What on earth? Okay. We shouldn't have... So, while we have it raised, I'm not very familiar with 1940s text, so we're just gonna have to kinda... There's the air filter cover. We're just gonna have to kind of strip this bitch down. Ignition coil B, that looks like it's seen better days. And if you're like, but Saf, you don't need to do all this, I have zero idea how this engine works. Okay, so the intake control module I can fairly safely assume actually doesn't need to come out. So let's just get because these leaf springs are probably in the suspension and I'm probably being paranoid as fuck. Oh good lord, look at all these bolts. Ah, so let's yeah, you know what, now that I think about it, I'm gonna go ahead and call this a video. for you guys, but I'll still be online. So, later guys.